But if you want to know where confidence or being proud of yourself or feeling good about who you are and what you're doing, where it comes from, it can only come from completion, not perfection of something, but completion of pushing through something hard.
Welcome to the Earn Your Happy podcast. I'm Lori Harder, founder of The Bliss Project, 3-time fitness world champion, fitness expert, and cover model turned self-love junkie, lifestyle entrepreneur, and author. Each week, I'll bring you a guest or a thought that will help you bust through your fears, connect to your soul, and get focused and clear so you can elevate your life, business, and relationships. We don't wait until we're ready for someone to tell us we're good enough. We take what we want and we anoint ourselves. Get ready to earn, own, and unapologetically rock your happiness every single day. Are you with me? Here we go.
Hi, everybody. Welcome back to the podcast. And it's time for another quickie because there's always time to fit in inspiration. And you guys, I have somebody with me because, you know, I like to surprise you on my quickies and just add another person because quickies alone aren't very fun. Quickies together are better. And we are live right in the middle of Eventluv. So you guys have heard her voice before, and Lindsey Schwartz is with me. Hello. She might sound a little bit different right now because she is 3 days into like an ultra marathon of speaking, and she has a sexy, raspy voice right now. What do you want to say to the people?
I would like to say hello. Thank you for tuning into this show. It's for Friends fans. It's like the Phoebe voice. Ooh, I wish I could hold on to this always.
I like it. It's actually, some people have that voice permanently, and I actually really love it.
I dig it.
So, you know what? I'm going to enjoy this for myself while you have it. I'm going to be super, super selfish and just see if you can talk until you can't squeak anything else out.
Oh, Lord.
So, you guys, we wanted to jump on because, number one, I needed a quickie, like now. Number two,
we just remembered it 5 minutes ago.
I was like, oh, shit. I have a podcast. And that's what happens sometimes. We have this is a 1 week long event. And I know you guys have heard about it if you listen to the podcast at all. If not, we are doing a 1 week kind of train the trainer for speakers, for facilitators. And we really wanted to create an event where people are really hands-on. Like, we're hearing crazy transformation right now because of the fact that they're actually doing. So we're teaching and then we're having them do it. They're getting on stage. They're running the breakouts. They're getting up and they're dismissing people to break and bringing people back. It's very, very intense and also super beautiful.
Oh my goodness. I've literally never felt so much love in one room. Mm-hmm. And that's love spelled L-U-V. Mm-hmm. Because we're very on brand. No, but it's very cool. We both lead events, but to be in a room full of women also leading this work has definitely had me level up. And I was expecting that, but I don't think I was expecting it to happen that fast or for it to happen in such a big way.
Like, we know when we step into our purpose that you expand, but sometimes we forget that when we are really stepping into our purpose and we think we're putting out content for other people, we think that we're putting on events for people, we're like, yes, this is what I want to do. You have no idea sometimes in the beginning that it is actually what you called in for your expansion. So if anything, you know, anything goes wrong, like you're worried about people, you're worried about people's transformation, you're worried about pushing people, you're worried about how is this course going to affect them? Are they going to like it? Like, that's expanding you, letting go of that worry. I mean, Linz, I know that we were just, you know, we've been talking about this for 3 days, but like the amount of things that I've had to let go of that aren't real stories that I'm making up in my mind. And then, you know, it might be a story you're making up about somebody who's not enjoying something. And all of a sudden someone's like, oh my God, this is such a breakthrough. I'm having the best time. You're like, wow, the amount of things, and especially being in the room, hearing all the women make things up, the amount of things that we make up in our minds and worry about to take up space, to take us away from our purpose, to take us out of alignment.
It's been, I mean, that's been real even in my life. We had a conversation yesterday and we're watching all the attendees go through it. Like how much we love to hold on and just hug and cuddle our own limitations and then find the stories that support them. And they're not even real stories. Most often, they're not even real.
So I'm not going to share your story whatsoever, but I am going to just say a teeny bit about it.
Yeah.
She had gotten a message from somebody in her DMs, and she had told me the message because she really felt hurt over it, like really hurt. And she was like, this was the thing that this person said. And I was like, if I take out like the way that you said it and just pretended I was reading it from my perspective, if that was sent to me without having the context of your relationship around it, I was like, can I just say it actually sounds really like it sounds nice. Like it sounds like she's trying to be nice. And you were like, huh?
It's like, have you ever had that moment where you get the email or the text message and you literally read it in a snotty tone?
Oh,
because you think that's how it's being delivered. And the moment you said that, I replayed it in my mind, taking out my own edit of the voice that it was being said in, and literally had this moment of like, oh my God, like that was, now who even knows? Because it doesn't actually matter what tone it was being delivered in. I always get to choose what tone I receive it in. So even if someone is saying something sarcastic or meant to be a dig, what if you can say like, yeah, like, let's just say, for example, someone's like, oh, like, who do you think you are? Do you think you're like just this guru? You just think you're like so cool. Be like, yeah, thank you. Like, I actually am cool. Like, thank you for that reminder. We always get to choose. And I talk about this all the time, and I didn't catch myself doing it in this situation. Such a good reminder, because this is never going to stop happening. As we up our game, the resistance and the potential breakdowns are just going to get bigger. And we just have to know that that's going to come with the territory.
Oh my God. You know what I love that was coming up in the room over and over is the women who get on stage, who were sharing their 2-minute talks, because we made them all get on stage and do 2-minute talks. And they were freaking out. I would too. I totally get it. I was like, actually, when we planned it, we were like, what would make people really lose their shit? So, but when we said that, it was for their growth, because we knew we needed to push them to an edge that they had not been to yet. And it's definitely working, but we supported them around it. So with that said, we've gotten to hear these epic 2-minute talks that are blowing our minds.
They were so good. We just heard one day of them. So like maybe 25% of the attendees. Yeah. And they were legit so good.
Like 14 or 15 women went today. And I could have listened to like 20 more people, because they were just, I can't believe the power of a 2-minute talk. I'm seriously thinking about what that could potentially, I'm like, why not? Could we cut those down and get some more people? Why not? Like, my God.
It was
why
so
not get
powerful.
more people on stage? Anyway, with that said, the theme of a lot of them were that they have decided, they really, really looked at how they were talking about themselves the night before they had to give these talks. They were spiraling out. They were feeling like a victim. Oh my God, I have to do this. I'm freaking out. I have to stay up late. I have to be the first person to go. Whatever the story was. And also just in different places in their life that they said, it's tiring being the victim. You don't have to choose to be the victim in your story anymore, or in the thing that you're showing up for. Or Linz, with you and I, we're on end of day 3. We could literally be sitting here going, oh my God, I have to do a podcast right now. I'm at that like end of my ropes. I have no energy left. I'm exhausted. And instead we were like, you know what? We get to do this. We're going to like do all the things that we possibly can to take care of ourselves. We're going to go nurture your voice. We're going to try to relax. We're going to go rest our bodies, eat super healthy food, drink lots of water, and we're going to be so grateful that we get to do this event.
And we're just grateful this voice gets to be captured forevermore. Yeah. I mean, this is now going to become my pitch for, who knows, my own radio show.
Oh, yeah.
There's so much we can do with it. So thank you for this opportunity, really.
I'm really trying to think of like your name. Like,
I feel like it's something very
like
sultry.
Late Nights with Lindsey. You're like, hello, everyone. But I can't even do it. I'm not even close to being half of your sexy
just
right
like
now.
Phoebe. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's all I have to say.
One last thing. We just want to talk about pushing through. And we'll make this brief. But the power of choosing to push through rather than give up is where the breakthrough is. It's where the magic is. It is where the relationships are. It's where your purpose is. And to be honest, there's so many things in my life on the weekly now, which was never like that before. Like maybe I put hard things in once a year, right? And now there's tough things in my schedule every day. And I do that intentionally because when I push through, I get to experience magic every day. And, start with something small. But if you want to know where confidence or being proud of yourself or feeling good about who you are and what you're doing, where it comes from, it can only come from completion, not perfection of something, but completion of pushing through something hard. So you guys, if you have the mantra in your head, I never finish anything, it's time to just finish something, even in the world's most shitty way. Like just push through something. Doesn't even have to be everything in your life. Just prove to yourself that you can do it. And that's what these women in this room are doing. And that's what Lindsey and I are doing. We're pushing through. And every day that we push, we're experiencing things that are blowing our minds. The expansion can be quick. Transformation can be quick. When you sit in that fire, it just burns away the old you. And immediately you get to experience your new perception and your new shift. And if there's anything in your life right now that you have the power and the ability to push through, we are like begging you to not give up.
Word.
We've decided that Lynn's so she doesn't have to talk. She can just literally just say word to the agreement. So you guys, I just want to say thank you so much as always for listening. We wanted to share from here, especially because we kind of took you on the journey of Eventluv, like sharing it over and over, trying to get you in the damn room. So if you weren't there, super sorry. We totally missed you. If you were there, thank you so much for being here. It's just been the greatest experience ever. And hopefully we get to share Eventluv. We're really thinking about turning this into something that we can share with you digitally. So stay tuned for that. In a place where you can potentially get on a waiting list for a digital experience. Ooh, tell me more. We'll tell you more later. So you guys, make sure you share this on social media. And as always, you know that I love to get tagged and shout you out. And if I would love, this is what I would love, is to hear the thing that you either pushed through or you're pushing through, because I would love to shout you out and reshare it. So you guys, thank you so much. And until next time, earn your happy. Bye, everyone.
Thank you guys so much for spending this time with me on the Earn Your Happy podcast. I am so glad that you stopped by. If you could take 1 second to share this episode with someone you think would love it, that would be absolutely amazing, and we would be forever grateful. Also, please leave us a review if you feel so moved by going to iTunes and leaving us an honest thought, an honest comment. Tell us what you think. Tell us what you want to hear more of. It would really help us out on our journey to helping thousands and thousands of people. Until then, don't forget to earn your happy. Thanks again, guys. Bye-bye. Hey all, I'm so excited to share with you, Earn Your Happy is now part of Growth Day Podcast Network. A bunch of us are coming together to bring more growth to the world and support shows and brands that we truly believe in. And one of my friends is also on the network, and I'd love for you to go subscribe to his show. You guys, Trent Shelton has the most incredible podcast. It's called Straight Up with Trent Shelton, and it's going to remind you that you are built for this. I have heard Trent speak in person multiple times. I've listened to his podcast a ton. He's coming on the show, and I literally cannot wait because this man just spits straight fire. It is like truth that goes to your core and makes you take action right away. If you want one of those podcasts that when you're just out on a walk, you can't help but want to start running and run through a wall in your life, this is the show to go listen to. So you guys, make sure that you go subscribe to the show, Straight Up with Trent Shelton. You're going to love it.
Hey, thanks for listening to the podcast. And I want to make sure that you have my phone number, and I'm not kidding. Did you know that I have a community text number? For real. My phone number is 310-496-8363. This goes directly to my phone. All you have to do is text the word daily to 310-496-8363. And I literally text you every single day, Monday through Friday. I actually just got done 30 seconds ago texting a bunch of people back, and I talk to you all of the time. You guys, people always ask me how I got my community text number and how it works. Well, all you have to do is you can just go to community.com and get your own. Community makes it easy to get a phone number that you can use to build your audience using text. People just text you at your number and they're added to your group. Then you can text them out audios, video links, anything you want. You guys, I text out happy birthday videos. I love to send podcast links, thoughts about life, book recommendations, different events that I'm doing in the local area. Texting gets me out of the noise of social media and directly into your hand. And now you can start texting your people too. Just go to community.com to get your phone number. They give you a 10-digit real phone number, not those weird short codes that look like spam, but it's more than a phone number. Your new number comes with an inbox for SMS and texting. This means you can actually manage your text list from your computer and an app on your phone. You can schedule texts to send at certain times and to certain groups. You can even set up auto replies or let your assistant or customer service team answer your text messages via Community's awesome dashboard. Just go to community.com and ask for a free demo. They'll show you how it works and get you your number. It's time to start texting your audience versus just posting on social media. Everyone uses Community for that. So go check them out at community.com. I can tell you it's not just great for communicating with my audience, but Chris and I use Community and our texts to also sell out our launches. I'm telling you, you get such an incredible response because you really are creating a true deep sense of community, and it's so intimate. It's freaking amazing. Go check it out at community.com. Hey, I know if you're listening to this podcast that you have big dreams and big goals. And one of the things that can really stop you is struggling with your marketing. Trust me, I have been there. Are you using 10 different systems just to build your online business? Then I want you to try Kajabi. Kajabi helps you build your web pages, set up funnels, and sell your courses, content, coaching, or communities. You've been hearing me talk a lot about funnels on this podcast and the importance of your email list. You can get a free trial at kajabi.com. That's Kajabi.com. I've talked about Kajabi before, but here's something that's super cool and new. They just rolled out an AI assistant for creating your online course curriculum. And this means you just type in a topic that you want to create on a course or webinar, and bam, it just generates a sample outline for you. It takes a ton of the hard work away. Of course, you're going to customize it to be your own, but this really helps you get over the struggle of how in the world to start, which is where most people stop. If you're like me, starting is always the hardest part, and that's what makes Kajabi so popular. They've made it easier for creators to build web pages, build courses, build coaching programs, build membership sites, build checkout pages, and build email funnels. So if you're struggling with any of those, you got to go check it out. Go to kajabi.com. Kajabi was really the first all-in-one system and is trusted by over 100,000 creators. I think that's good enough for me. Also has influencers and marketers who use this. And now their smart AI platform makes it easy to take what you know and turn it into an online course and business. Go start building with a free trial at kajabi.com. That's Kajabi.com.